This week in Hey the Parents, we're diving into the weird world of parenting hacks, specifically the ones that felt totally normal when we were growing up. But now, maybe not so much. Inspired by a BuzzFeed article full of wild, quirky, and sometimes genius parenting moves, we're sharing our favorites from monster spray and mayonnaise to Santa, OSHA compliance, and more. Plus, we'll talk about the strange hacks we've inherited, the ones we refuse to repeat, and the ones we're definitely passing on. So grab your frozen washcloths, your bedtime tickets, and whatever the radish medicine was, because in Hey the Parents, it's an honest podcast about raising kids. I'm Michael Height.
I'm Sarah D.
And I'm Mike Levine.
Kids don't come with a handbook, so we need your help.
Where do babies come from?
Where do you think they come from?
Is this a kissing book?
Mama! Mama!
What?
Hi.
I learned it by watching you.
There are no rules in this house. Not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
We sent them to the best boarding schools. We hired the best nannies. We did everything right.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf!
No drinking, no drugs, no kissing, no tattoos, no piercings, no ritual animal slaughters of any kind.
Together, we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
This is Hey Other Parents, an honest, messy, imperfect show for raising kids.
Hey, welcome back. It's us again.
What's up, guys? What's up?
Hey.
Hi-ho.
Heidi ho. Oh, we did bring back the Heidi ho for season 3. That's fantastic.
Are we?
It doesn't feel right with that Heidi ho.
I know.
So welcome back. We're so glad that you guys are here to hang out with us as we figure out this parenting thing on season 3 of Hey the Parents. So whether you're in the car, folding laundry, cooking dinner, getting organized, or on the go, we know that you have a lot of podcasts out there to choose from. So thank you for listening to ours. You know what? I do like saying hello to the new listeners. That's nice. We'd like to send a big welcome to new moms and dads listening, and a big hearty hello to the returning listeners who are back to put up with us for yet another episode in season 3. If this is your first time joining us in this podcast, Hey the Parents, it is a chance for a few of us parents who decided that we needed to join our efforts to try to get through this, as we call it, a survival course. We pick a different theme, a different topic each week, where we discuss it from the standpoint of when we were younger, what we grew up with our own parents, and then we shift that over to now as adults, when we certainly did not get a handbook with our own kids. We talk about what we go through, we share some of our experiences, and we learn from each other, and every week we feel a little bit better because we have each other, we have all of you. So we'd love to hear from you guys for our show. This is kind of the theme of the episode. So the question this week is, what types of things have you perpetuated from your parents or do yourself to help your kids navigate life? That maybe, someday they'll laugh about it and ask you about, and that will be one of those things where you will have to deal with it when the time comes. But for now, it's going to be okay. We'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to answer this question, have comments for the show, you can get in touch with us one of 3 ways. You could leave a message on our Hey the Parents voicemail line. You can email the show, or you can join us on social media. All that information is in the show notes. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into the main part of this podcast, and that entails the topic of the week. Sarah D., what are we talking about today?
Well, we are reminiscing about all the crazy parenting hacks that we were subjected to when we were younger, and somehow we survived. And now we're going to talk about some of the things that we carry on, or some of the things that we're going to reject, and our new traditions that we've created. So this should be fun.
This is great. So now, maybe, who am I to say? Maybe 25, 30 years from now, our kids are going to be questioning everything that we've done, and now they
there will
pass
be a
on that
podcast, right?
Exactly.
They will be creating their own podcast with their own parenting hacks.
Hey, the parent therapy.
We're going through the trauma of what our parents did.
Exactly. Oh my God. So if you've been a listener for a while, you'll know that in our past episodes, we talked about all kinds of wacky stuff. We had an episode on lies. We had an episode on stuff that our parents did. I remember mentioning my parents taking away my stuffed animals when I was in 2nd grade. I think I had a small fever, and they're like, "Now's the time. We're taking him away." We talked about a Halloween episode where my parents yoinked all of the chocolate that we had, said that it wasn't good candy, only to find out years later that it ended up in the freezer, and that's where they hid it. But this episode isn't all about those. We've talked about those. We have some new things. We even have, we may even return to a special Carmen instances where Sarah was brought back to health with radish water from the moon.
Yes.
But we have so many things this episode. We thought it'd be kind of fun to go back to our childhood and think of some of those, and then even give ourselves a hard look in the mirror and question what are the things that we do, because we can't just blame backwards. We have to blame ourselves too. So I think there'll be lots of opportunities, for that sort of thing. And Mike, Mike's got a bunch too. So we're gonna have a lot of fun today. We also have, after we talk about those things, we're gonna jump into a BuzzFeed quiz. No, I'm sorry, not a BuzzFeed quiz. We're gonna do a BuzzFeed article where we kind of got inspired from, and we're gonna go through some of those, and then we'll take an honest look at ourselves and we'll ask, would we have done that? Would we do that? Or would we not do that? But that's okay. So let's jump right in. So Mike Levine, I think we have some questions, but I think we have to first start out in your bedroom. If you had a snack.
Oh yeah. So, kids, they always want to be in their room, and eat and do everything in their room. So at least I did when I was younger. So when I was in my room and I would sneak food in there and I would get caught, my either mother or even grandmother would be like, if you eat in your room, the bugs will eat you because you left crumbs. And I'm like, oh,
No.
Wild.
no. Yeah. So it was kind of scary. They kind of, they tried to scare me from preventing me from eating in my room.
Well, that worked out pretty well, I guess. I mean, except for the trauma.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever hear this thing about, I think it was like trying to to dress warm for like the winter. My grandmother, I don't know if this is even, I think she believed it. I don't know if this is true or if this is just like an attempt to get us to like put on like warmer clothes. She used to tell us that heat would escape through your wrists and ankles, and that you would get cold if you didn't cover up those things. So I think because I used to think like everything my grandmother said, I think had to be like really true. Like I had to follow it. So like I remember like I never had short socks. I would yoink them up and then cover up my wrists and then like always have a hat on. Like heat escapes, which is absolutely
bundled
wild.
up.
It's
Yeah,
probably
no, I was told about the head and chest, like you have to protect it. My mom would say, because the heat would escape. But there's something about escaping in heat.
Got everybody to layer up, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah.
You never show any skin because you're always covered, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, that was a lot nicer than mine.
Yeah, seriously. Yours is like you're gonna get devoured by insects.
Right.
Gosh.
Oh no. Right. Because then if you got sick from not being covered up, my mom would so there was something, she would it was semi-normal parenting hack was like if you had a fever, go into like a lukewarm tub.
Semi-normal.
Right. So that felt like maybe like medically sound. And then the other one was my mom would put newspapers on our feet. So there I would be watching like Maury or like Maya the Bee on Nickelodeon, and I would have like little like newspaper socks on.
Really?
Yeah, she like origami. She would like literally like take the newspapers and like wrap it around our feet. So like every time I moved, it'd be like crinkle, crinkle.
Really?
That is wild. And from when you were sick?
Yes, when I had a fever.
And like
that's what she would do.
Like that would pull out the fever? Like it would.
I guess so. I don't.
Just
I just let my mom do whatever. I was just happy to be home and like watching Maury.
You're like, all right, I'll put
Jerry
up with
Springer.
you.
I'm like, whatever.
Pass the remote.
Yeah, exactly. Pass the remote. And then like another thing she would do while I was covered in newspapers was tomatoes. She would like slice them. And like she would get like an old rag, probably a t-shirt that I really liked, and she just chopped it up. And she would put glycerine and the warm tomatoes, and then she would wrap it around my neck to help with like your tonsils or whatever was going on there.
Wow.
It felt great, but like I felt like I smelled like a tomato sauce.
God, if someone came into like your house and saw you with all the red stuff around your neck, they probably think it was like a murder scene.
Right? No, because it was pretty neat. Other than just feeling kind of gross and slimy, like it was just like like she would just like literally wrap it up and like a towel underneath me, and I'd just be watching whatever. Crinkling and smelly.
That is wild.
You see, I feel like I missed out. I didn't get anything cool like that. When I was younger and like we were sick or something, it was like Vicks was the miracle that fixed and cleaned everything. Like
everything.
I want to hear yours.
Vicks.
I was literally going to go back. I was about to say Vicks myself. Wait, what happened with you?
Yeah, anytime I was sick, like there was Vicks, like from head to toe, rubbed all over my body, on my under my nose, on my chest. you know, in my face, just like I smelled like walking Vicks.
Your back.
Yeah, everywhere.
Feet.
You know?
Did anyone got on the feet? Something about the feet in my family, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep. Did you do on the feet?
Wild.
No,
I don't think they did it on the feet. It was just all on the upper body, you know,
feet
just
and
like
socks.
Guided feet. Yeah.
Chest, nose, under the nose, like
my dad would put it in his nose. But yeah, my dad every time he had a headache, he'd put it on his head, and then like
wait, did
or,
your
like,
dad
in his nose.
your dad smoke menthols?
My dad smoked, cool 100s.
Because there's no way that somebody would jam that in their nose because that's like intense.
I tried it one time when I was sick when I was little because I was like, I saw my dad do it.
Burn your
Boy,
face.
that burns your nose. You're not like you're not surviving after that. Like everything's, you'll just black out probably.
I know my mom was like, you know, get your butt to school. She would throw it like put Vicks in a pot of water on the stove, and then she would like say, put a towel over your head and like let it breathe it in. I'm like, that's like chemical warfare. I don't know if that's really safe.
That sounds good. I mean, it's kind of like she was trying doing like the humidifiers now, and you could put like a little, or like the vaporizers, and you put the little Vicks there. Like,
it's wild because cough traps have menthol too. You can save yourself a lot of trouble, I think.
That's true too. I mean, but nothing like being, you know, like slapped in the face with menthol.
No, yeah. I think like Mike got like,
okay,
yeah.
great.
I think everyone in like a 2-block radius was probably like, well, what's happening? But I remember my mom definitely would try to like get us to school, like if it was like one of those things where like it was like, you know, like you look like you're gonna survive the day. I remember like she would do that if you were like I remember one time I think like I threw up, like something didn't agree with my stomach. I don't think I was sick. I don't think I had a fever. It was just like I ate like one of those like nasty microwavable breakfast sandwiches or something when I was a kid. Yeah. And I threw up. My mom's like, "Oh, you probably feel better if you go to school." I'm like, "What is happening?"
Right? Yes. Oh, yes.
Right?
I actually say that one to Julie now. I'm like, "Oh, you're good."
You're good.
You're good.
Oh man. So maybe siblings. I don't know if you guys had anything. My sister and I were talking because my sister's 4 years older than me. Hey, son. So she would go out and and you guys met my sister. And she got herself in some trouble. So my parents told her this elaborate story how they could tell. Oh no, actually it must have been one of my sister's friends' parents. The friend's mom was over the house and said that they could tell if she was lying by looking at her tongue. Isn't that wild?
Hysterical. Ooh, I like that. No, let's see. Anything with my brother and I? Nothing really. I mean, we just kind of survived together. Like whatever my mom did to me, she did to him as well in terms of like all this crazy stuff.
Right.
He was like less agreeable, so he wasn't always subjected to like newspapers and tomatoes.
Oh my God. What about like, so remember, I'm sure we all probably shared this one as kids because I believed it for like the longest time. Like when we would go on a lot of family road trips by car because, you know, whatever, it was too expensive to fly. So we would drive to Florida and see my mom's parents. And so like we were in the car and like the sun, you know, it was nighttime. My parents perpetuated this lie, which I guess a lot of people probably believe, that the police would arrest you if the lights are on the car. So like you couldn't have the lights on. But I think that's, you know, but I think I believed that for the longest time. I had to question if that was even true or not.
I think up until recently with my kids, I'm like, you can't put the lights on, we're driving.
Right.
I should use that one because my kids leave the lights on all the time.
Yes. Right. And then the car's like dead the next day. Lord.
Mike's going to carry it forward to like everything and be like in the house if you put the lights on.
You're arrested.
Okay. So like, did your parents ever do anything like to help save money? And you're like, oh, that's not normal. Like, so like my mom, for example, she used to take the paper towels, and as long as it wasn't like cleaning up anything like crazy, it was just like wiping around the sink. She would like wash it again, and then she would dry it over like we would like have like dried like paper towels just hanging out. Yeah.
Yes.
And I didn't know that wasn't like normal until like I went to someone else's house and they were like wipe, chuck in the garbage, and I was like, what? I was like, that was perfectly clean and a good paper towel right there. I was
so
like,
what chores do you have? Is it your job to wash your paper towels?
That was a her thing. I don't know. I never
you go to someone else's house and people are looking at you like, what?
Yeah. Like I never said anything to anyone about that. Cause like, I just knew there was like a point in time in my life where I realized that there were things going on in my house that not everyone experienced. So I was just like, like, okay. So when I got older, I just use paper towel like it's just going out of business. I don't care. I'll get a new one.
I'm going to show the world. I'm just going to wipe my face with this
I am
and not even use the other side.
Yeah, I'm in control of these paper towel rolls here. So I'm just going to chuck them right out.
Yeah, like all these little things that you believe that like you're supposed to be doing. I remember my I feel like there's a lot of interesting. My grandmother keeps coming up. This is my nana, my mom's mom.
Grandmama.
Like, I think she was nervous that we would get lost as kids and like go off and like I don't know. So she came with this elaborate story how my mom and I guess it was my cousin like same age as her, like a great cousin, whatever. They went, I don't understand where the story even came from, whatever. So they went off and they got lost in a cave, and then like I was like climbing over like I don't know, some wackiness of like there was like I don't know if it was like tar in the ground. They put their jacket in that climb. So it was this whole thing. I think the intention was to not get lost in the cave. I thought this was the coolest damn adventure story. I was like, this is amazing. Then I saw Goonies, and I'm like, this is my jam. I love movies like this.
I was just
but I
gonna
think
say,
the
I'm
whole
like,
point of it
where
was
were
to
you
not
guys
go off and get
going?
lost. I know. I'm like, where did this happen in Queens?
I was taken away. Don't go into caves.
Apparently. I know. I'm like, when you go into caves, always look for One-Eyed Willie. I mean, like, I don't know.
I'm like trying to think of all the caves there are on Long
I
Island.
know.
I was gonna say I'll remember that, but I come across a cave, not to necessarily go.
I know,
in
but
there.
when in the 80s, like, you know, who do we know? Like, we thought like our lives would involve like, you know, quicksand a lot more, and based on every cartoon that we ever watched. So what am I to know?
Well, okay, that reminded me like of my mom with La Rona. Like, so she was, what did she say one time? She said that, and I guess like every person, because like my friend's Chilean and she has a different story. So my mom's story about the lady who steals like kids is that they went to, like, some lady went to the beach. It was in Ecuador, and someone went to the beach with her kids, and the kids went near the water, and then like the lady took them, and like that was really it. The story. It was just like, just don't go near the water. You're gonna get stolen. Right. It went like, and I was like, okay, don't go near water.
Far more traumatizing than Moana.
I was like nighttime or something like. I would say dark time. It was nighttime.
It was dark time.
It was dark time.
It was dark time.
But yeah, so like, yeah, there was like always like the threat of some scary lady who was gonna come and like snatch us, perhaps if we were like not listening or something. So yes.
Oh my God, that's wild.
That was like
my mom
unlocked
had
memory with your caves.
That is crazy. That's wild. I mean, that'll teach you to go to the water. Remember my wife, when she was younger, her mom, I guess like, you know, she couldn't fall asleep. This was something scary or read a book, whatever. So this is pretty elaborate. This was a pretty good hack. She, we talked about this in a prior episode. She took, I guess it must have been like either like bathroom spray or like hairspray. It was something with spray in some ways. And she made a label that said monster spray and wrapped it around it. Probably wrote it like marker. And then, if you know the kids, if she was like scared for going to sleep, so there's like a monster in the closet, they would bust out the you know, the Aquanet and then spray in the closet. Whatever it was.
That's
like,
awesome.
Monster be gone.
Cool.
And it was
Well
like
done.
right.
Well done.
Yeah, that was a solid one. That was a solid
That is
one.
a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
We did it
steal
once
that.
with our kids. And I was like, yeah, does that really work? Of course it does. What do you think? Or now the new response is, because when we go to if we run into a situation, my wife cracks me up. We're like Disney, like if Noah was like, you know, are they real? My wife is like, starts talking like, whoa, like, whoa, hold on. We don't want them to let them believe that this is real. So I always like ask them the question like, oh, what do you think? Do you think it's real? And they're like, maybe. I'm like, yeah, me too. I think it's real, you know? But they'd be like, did that monster spray really work? I'm like, yeah, what do you think? You know?
What do you think? Put it back on you, kid.
I did something similar like that too. Like Ellie had what did she have a problem with? I don't know. She had a problem with something, and it like scared her. Something scared her. I forgot what it was, but I gave her like a necklace, and I said, "Oh, this necklace is like your shield, and it'll protect you from whatever it was that she was scared of." I can't remember what.
God, don't ever lose this necklace.
Yeah,
Right.
Meanwhile,
That's so cute.
I'm cleaning like around the house, and I find the necklace on the floor. Now that she's older, I'm like, oh, well, there goes that. My heart
so
broke a
much
little
for-
bit.
There's nothing to protect you.
Oh, so much for that. Oh.
Where's your talisman?
Well, okay, so that reminds me of, like Sophia, because she is a single mom raising Julian on her own over here,
Exactly. Wild time in Baldwin.
Let me tell you, because Sophia, ever since Julian's been born, Sophia and I have been fighting about whose son that really is.
That's really funny.
So anyways, so when Julian was a little younger, he wouldn't like stay in bed to like sleep sometimes. So Sophia would remember Teen Titans Go? If you watch like Cartoon Network, it's the best show ever. So there is an episode with like this scary like tooth fairy lady, and like she's funny. Like she's like da 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 every time like she takes the teeth and she eats them. So I don't know. Julian was like bugged out by her. So like Sophia one time was like, Julian, if you don't stay in bed, the tooth fairy's gonna come and get you. Da 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 da. And he was like, oh my god. He was like, he's like, Mom. And then I was like, ooh, brilliant. I was like, I liked it. I was like, instead of being like, no, Julian, tooth fairy's not gonna come for you, I was like, oh no, Sophia said that. I was like, I think I would listen to her. Like, it has to be. But I didn't do the traumatizing. That was on Sophia because she's, that's her parenting hack there.
I mean, that's amazing. You didn't undo the traumatizing though. But,
I don't. Right. I will allow this though. Like I think of that meme, with the guy from The Hangover, and he's like, right. Like he's the teacher. He's like, I will allow it. I'm like, I will allow this. Like this is exactly.
So he is
like,
now blaming you when he gets older.
No, that is a Sophia thing. But you know what? Thank you, Sophia, because she's always, raising us, and it's hard to be a single mom out here.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh man, what about like thunderstorms? Did you guys have any like weird rules about like touching things or using electronics or?
Oh yeah, like in my house, my mom would close all the curtains, and we weren't allowed to use the phone. We weren't allowed to take a shower, and like again, not until I got older, even now, like
thunderstorm.
When it's thunder and lightning, not allowed to take a shower because the lightning was going to come through the water and like electrocute us. Or like same thing with the phone. And, we weren't allowed to be near windows either. Like we were like huddle in. Like I kind of liked it. It was kind of like nice, like all cozied up in like the den or whatever. But like there was a couch near the window, so like we weren't allowed to sit on the couch. We had to all snuggle up on one couch and watch something. But yeah, like again. Not until like recently. Now even like recently, I took a shower, and like it was like thunder and lightning, and I was like, I am scared. I was like, babe, let me make this quick. I was like, because there was still a little fear in me where I was like, it could come. I was like, my luck, I'm gonna die in the shower.
You're like talking to yourself. You're like, did I learn nothing from my childhood?
I know, kind of like the paper towel thing, but like there's slight danger to this one.
Oh man! All right, maybe that we've come clean with like some of the things we've experienced. It's time for us to like look at ourselves in the mirror and maybe think about some of the stuff that we've perpetuated for our own children. One thing that comes to mind, I love this one because I didn't come up with it. No, that's not why I love it. I love it. It's really good. I didn't come up with it. The ones that I do come up with are not really that great. The ones that our kids were had like physical therapy when they're younger, and this woman was great, and she told us two things that I always loved. She said like they're young. We should have probably talked about it in the last episode about the trauma of children growing up. But it was when they're super young, when you go to the hotels, let the kids jump on the bed and have fun and get them to like get excited about being on vacation. But that's not what this episode is about. The other thing she said was that if there are toys that are left out, like just like that the kids don't clean up, she would walk around and pick them up and put them in like a box in like high up where the kids couldn't reach. And she said that they were in toy jail. And that they would put themselves in toy jail because they were naughty and they stayed out too long to play. So they had to go to jail for the week and they couldn't come out until their time was over. And she said it was so good because it got the kids to clean up because they didn't want the kids to go to prison. So the kids would go to I said the kids. Oh my God. The toys would go to toy jail. And then
hard time.
Yeah, only He-Man and Martha Stewart had a rough ride. But they would go into this toy jail, and then after the week was up, the toys would come out. But if they were left out again, they were naughty playing all night like Woody in Toy Story, then they would have to go away into toy jail. So it was a good way to get the kids to clean up their stuff. So
man, that is a good one. It's
that
like
is a good one.
Right.
I have that problem every day, and I'm like, oh man,
my penal colony is not working.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
It's just like, oh man, I didn't think of something cool like that.
Cool like that.
I didn't think of it either.
Yeah.
I'm not the guy, you know.
Dang it.
I'm just telling you what she came up with was great, you know.
Right. I
What
would
about
go
you
back in
guys?
time,
Let's start with Sarah.
Oh man. Okay. Things that we do. Let's see. You know what? They had like this really cool Santa hotline. So like, and you like see his like little face or whatever. So once in a while, one time it was
smart.
like not Christmas time. It was like the summer, and I was like, oh my god! Again, Julian was acting up because he was a bad little baby sometimes. And like because like I had Sophia who I would say like, please do this, and she would like, okay, mommy, and she would like be so well behaved. Julian was like, I am crazy. So anyways, so I was like, I'm calling Santa. And he's like, no. And I was like, oh, I'm calling him. Speed dial. And then he was like, he did whatever it
Naughty
was.
list?
I was like, I know. I was like, hi, I have a Julian here. Julian Desravines who doesn't want to behave. And then he did whatever the heck he had to do or whatever. Because like Julian was gangster when he was little. Because it would be like, Julian, apologize to your sister for like chucking something at her or sit on timeout on the step. And he would be like, all right, see you later. And he'd go on top. Like ever since he was like 2 years old, he would like sit on the step and be like, all right, cool.
Oh, like he wasn't even like phased.
No, he was like, all right. He was like, give me timeout. I'm here.
I feel like we had a similar problem when Noah would laugh when we put him in the timeout chair. Like, this is not working. Oh my God, we're in so much trouble.
I had a similar situation with Hayden. I think it's your last kid. You know, they have like little couple behaviors here and there that you have to try to maintain.
Yeah, they like watch everything, and you're like, all right, I see how this really works. They're gonna see that, they're not gonna follow through.
Right.
But I did something similar too with Santa. Like we had like the Santa app, you know, I think it was the Santa app. It tracks Santa, and it also like has a call, you know, like a call feature to him, and you know we use that to kind of like help them with their behaviors too, you know, or even just like, you know, getting anything for Christmas.
We getting anything. We just get the kids to go to sleep before because you know, like the night before the birthday, it's like we're trying to like get all this stuff hung up and like get like, you know, we put like some balloons up and like nothing too crazy, but like remember one year we put like whatever, some of their toys at the table, like they were throwing a party for them. Unfazed.
Oh, cute.
We were trying to get them in bed, and we'd be like, oh my God, get them in bed so we could finish up. I want to go to sleep tonight. So we get them in the bed, and then I'd be like, if you're good, like, you know, you might get a call from one of the characters, and they had a thing where like I think it was like Paw Patrol would call. You could set up a phone call where they would call your kid, you know, and it would just be like you set up a certain time, and they would go through. And then it worked for a little while, like it was good. And then all of a sudden, like they stopped doing it. I was like, oh my God, what are we gonna do?
No.
So we downloaded a Mickey Mouse call. It was like a YouTube video. I downloaded it, put a fake image of like Mickey Mouse on it to make it look like a phone call was coming in.
That's so cute.
And then I had it like, you know, if you're good, Mickey and Minnie might call to check on you, but you gotta go to sleep now. And then it would just be to get the kids to get in bed before they you know, so we could actually get everything set up the night before. But you know, little things you do, little misnomers that you tell your children. You know?
little something. What about like making your kids eat their veggies?
Oh my God!
Remember like that?
Yes.
Jerry Seinfeld's wife was like had a whole book of like how to hide your veggies or something like that.
I still have questionable thoughts about that because it's like
I know
you're not learning from it.
Yes, I do, and I don't. But with Sophia, I definitely did puree some things in there, like in her like the tomato sauce. So I took some stuff, you know, because I did like we've had this discussion before, like where I want them to eat their veggies, like this is a broccoli, eat it. But like they're like when she was little, like because I wanted to add more vitamins to her food, so I just like blend everything all up in there. Especially also too for my big child, Gene. You know, he doesn't always like his veggies, so you know it works for you learn so much. Now you're finding baby carrots. Exactly.
Sarah found a baby carrot here. Gene says.
Yes.
So I think we were just like I'm like I think you know this is like one of those question moments where like we didn't do the best thing, but. We were telling our children, like, you know, if you don't eat enough fruits and vegetables, we're going to call the doctor, and we're going to bring you in, and he's probably going to give you a shot. I'm like, I don't even know.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know. That wasn't probably our best moment.
Yeah.
But we have the other. Did you have the other situation where, like, because I know, like, you know, hey, look, you're vegan, you're vegetarian, do your thing, man. I believe in you. But we're not really in our house. My wife would like to be, but we aren't. So remember when we were younger, when the kids were younger. Noah was the one that I most realized it, like, because the other kids are looking at us when like we're in the moment, and he's having this realization we're having like chicken or whatever we're eating, and he's like, this isn't like chicken like from the books, right? I'm like, no, that's different. That's an animal. This is totally different. Right. And it's like that moment, that realization, like, or like fish when they're like, correlating what you're eating to like a character. You're like, not the same thing. Don't worry. This is totally different.
No, totally not. Well, okay. So side story. One time we're at the diner, my brother and I were eating like eggs and pancakes. And I had the realization that eggs were baby birds. And
oh no.
I was trying to save my brother. My mom wanted to kill me, but I was trying to save him because he was about to eat some birds. And I was like, Anthony, birds. And I was like, don't eat it. Don't do it. And he was like, oh no. And then like we refused eggs for a long time. I would not eat eggs.
Really?
Of that. Yeah.
Wow.
That just made me
the Massapequa diner was traumatized.
Yes. Yes. The little Massapequa diner. That's so funny. Yeah. Anyway, side story.
Did you ever have a thing where like your kids weren't eating and then you try to get them to like whatever you could do to manifest them to like put the food in their mouth? So like we would tell our kids like whatever the thing that they were into. Like this is me. I mean this is just blatant just whatever. We would like if they wouldn't want to try the food, I'd be like, oh, like whatever they were watching on TV at the time, be like, Blaze in the Monster Machine. That's Blaze's favorite food. He actually loves meatloaf. Like, I can't believe that you wouldn't like want to eat that. Like, Blaze loves that. And then I was like, really? I'm like, yeah. What are you kidding me? Favorite. And then like you get them to like sometimes that would work.
That's amazing.
And then the other thing we would do, this is a recent thing, is when we were in Canada, we had crepes and like Noah for whatever reason just didn't want to eat it. And then I had some, or it was like, I think it was that or a croissant in the morning, whatever it was. And like Noah just like decided he didn't like it just by looking at it, decided he didn't like it. So I remember one time he ate like a macaron we got. That was like a pistachio. We had like one, he ate it. I was like, oh, he ate Daddy's cookie. So I remember that. And I'm like, I had him in my lap because he was just being difficult, not eating. And then I was like, listen, whatever you do, don't eat my food. I'm going to turn over here. I'm going to have a drink. I'm just going to look over here for a second. Don't eat my food. And he heard me do it. And he started like, he took a little bite. And I'm like, wait, did this get smaller? I'm just going to have my drink over here for a second. Look over here. And then he ate half it. I'm like, yes, parenting win. I don't know if that would ever work outside of that little vacuum. But it was a moment where, that little hack I'm very proud of. That was a self-developed hack that will never work again.
Yes. Right. I love it.
I need to ask, like, are you guys, like, your kids with snacks, like, what's the deal with that? Because, like, my family is a snacking family. They love snacks. So, like, one of the hacks that I did is I made, like, a little snack cart, and it kind of looks like the cart that you see on, like, an airplane.
Did you really? Wait, are you, like, a flapper? Do you have, like, cigarettes and stuff that come down? Like,
cigarettes.
Yeah, it's got peanuts, it's got chips, it's got pretzels.
God, I feel like the captain said we're about 3,000 feet, so we're gonna be coming around with snacks now.
I gotta send a picture of it to you guys, but but my family, I don't know, to get them to eat like meals and stuff, it's like very difficult. I don't know what it is, but they are snackers. So, and I don't like them having like all the bad snacks. I'll throw a snack here and there that's not the healthiest option for them to like just have, but I try to teach them balance, and especially with snacks, like I always buy like healthier option snacks for them to pick from, rather than just Doritos all the time.
Yeah
Right. No, what you call it? Like I tried something like that, several attempts, and they've always miraculously failed because they never want what's in the like set up situation, like in the fridge or like out in the back. Like I even tried, because I saw like some parenting hack like online where it's like a little basket, and like that way when they come home, like it's already on the island, they can like pick whatever. They're like, yeah, I don't want that, and they would just go get whatever. But like for the most part, like we love a snack at the house. We just yell at them when they eat too much.
Yeah, well, we were like the weirdest. I think it was my parents would. This was like a while ago. This is like the second episode we did. What was the first episode that we did after the intro episode? Was it the grocery store one?
Maybe.
Yeah, that was like season 1. That was a long time ago. So
With the
we
deli
talked about going to the grocery
issue
store.
that
And
I had.
yeah, right. And my mom's rule was like no sugars. Wait, no sugar, no something like no sugar, no sugar, no marshmallow, no color in cereal. So it was like riveting how delicious cereal was plain and boring. But like I think we realized that like growing up that like by not having anything available to my sister and I, when we got to college, it was game on. Like it was like I'm eating all like the Fruit Loops and everything else. Right. But now like I think we like you guys had mentioned about like that. I think we try to have like the balance of it. But then like with that also makes it tricky too. So like when they're watching TV, like after they do their homework, and they're sitting on the couch like watching a show, whatever. If I ask them if they want fruit, they'll probably deny me and say like no. But if I just cut the fruit up and I just chuck it in their laps in a little bowl, they just start eating. They're like little robots. Right. And it's the weirdest thing, right?
It's true. Sometimes you can't ask them. You just gotta, they're gonna be hungry. Right.
Yeah.
So like, and that's the other thing that I do, like as a parenting hack, like I know when things are going to expire soon in like the refrigerator. So like when I know they're hungry and they want to eat, I just make them a snack first with something that's going to expire, like
first.
Fruit. Yeah.
Oh, smart,
like
man.
the fruit. That's an issue I have all the time is with fruit. Like, some weeks my kids will like, oh, Dad, how come you don't buy more fruit, more apples, more oranges, whatever? And then guess what? Dad goes to the store, buys all this fruit, right?
Yep.
And it just sits there and they don't eat it. And I'm like, what is going on?
And then there's other days you get the cuties and it's gone in a day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you still have like everything else available to them. So it's like, what the,
Yeah.
Yeah, so just when things are going to expire in your fridge, just like make them the snack and be like, oh, I made you a snack. Here you go,
If it doesn't cause them trauma,
I like that.
as far as I'm concerned, when they get home, occasionally, like my kids will like, I'll cut fruit up and I'll throw it. And to be clear, before, like this is after they already had their snack, like they go have chips or whatever. I'm not like, you can only have fruit. But when they have, when they come home from school, sometimes you'll look at the lunch bag and they didn't eat their fruit. They packed them for lunch. So like if it's in a decrepit state and it's nasty, like it's going in the garbage, but I might cut the same fruit up again and put it in a bowl, be like, hey, you didn't finish, eat this now.
Eat this.
But it's a goofy situation. But yeah, you're right. It's hard to keep track because it changes every week. They like one thing, they change it,
So like one parenting hack, because like not so much about the fruit, but like Sophia could be like kind of picky with like a lot of things. Like she used to be such a good eater, and then as she got older, she's become so picky. Like things have to be kind of burnt, only chicken breast. So like when I make like chicken thighs, like boneless chicken thighs, like either I'll try to slice it really thin or like into like little strips. Yeah. And that's when like I might like do like a fried chicken, and like I hope she doesn't pay attention. Like yesterday that was an epic fail because I was lazy. I didn't cut and do all that. So I just had chicken thighs. And so she's like, oh, it looks so good. And then she grabbed it and she like bit into it. She's like, is this chicken thighs? And I was like, I'm like, no.
Oh my God. Listen.
And she's like, no. She was like, she wouldn't eat it.
It comes out so much juicier. What is the problem?
Anti thighs.
I get it because like Lucas is the same way. Like,
Mike,
I'll make like fajitas, with shredded chicken, right? And I'm like, dude, it's shredded
Mike,
chicken.
Mike, hold up.
Restart.
You hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
Can you just restart the story because you were breaking up? Just talk. So react. You're telling us, I guess, thinking something about
chicken thighs, juicier. Yep.
Yeah. So Lucas will act the same way, especially with chicken. It's just like I guess the textures that he like messes with him. But like for example, fajitas. Like I'll make fajitas one night, and he likes chicken. He likes it cooked different ways, But shredded chicken is like an issue for him. And like when I make fajitas with like shredded chicken tacos or something like that. I hide it. I like stuff it under. I put the chicken all the way at the bottom, and then I put all the lettuce and everything on top. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, here, taco made." And then he'll bite into it, and he'll be like, "What is this, Dad?" And I'm like, "Oh my God!"
No, I got over.
I feel like it's like the moment of like Indiana Jones, like we're doing the sandbag, and you're just waiting for the traps to start coming out.
And like you try not to look, but you're looking and you're like, oh God. But like another thing is Sophia loves, because she like, I don't know if she's like from the 70s or something. She loves ambrosia. I think I made it one time. back in the day. It's like one of my, like a treat.
Wild.
It's a treat, a cool whip, canned fruit, sugary yumminess. But in Ambrosia, Sophia doesn't like sour cream or mayonnaise. And in Ambrosia, there's a little bit of sour cream in there just to give that little. So whenever I make it for her, I have to be like, oh, like especially when she was younger, because she'd be like all excited, like, yes, Ambrosia's coming. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, oh wait, can you grab mommy's blah, blah, blah? And she's like, okay. And she'd like run upstairs and like, I would like grab the sour cream, like throw it in there real quick and start mixing it up or whatever. Cause I didn't want her to like notice that she had like sour
Top
cream
secret.
there. Yeah. And then even to this day, I think I still keep it a secret. I think she's aware of it, but like she ignores it. Like it's like one of those things.
That
like,
is really funny.
because every once in a while she'd be like, Mom, can you make some ambrosia? Like, I'm like, okay. And then,
I mean, yes.
anything with mayonnaise, like she's been like on a garlic parmesan kick. And it's like, she sent me the recipe and I was like, you do realize there's mayonnaise in there, right? And she's like, I just can't see it. I was like, she's like, just make it. I don't want to see it. I was like, all right.
Really? Oh, that's funny.
No, she does not. Mayonnaise and sour cream just creeps her out. I don't know.
Yeah.
So to hide
That's
it.
great. I feel like sometimes with cereal in the morning, like you just made me think of something that we do that, I mean, this is like some amazing hack, but I feel like sometimes if you get like Cheerios come in like 65,000 flavors of like sweet ones, like in the morning, maybe a little less sugar, have them, focus a little bit better during the day. I'll mix it. We'll go like, 1/2 regular Cheerios, 1/2 sweet. You throw the milk in, nobody seems to know.
Oh, that's so smart.
Right?
That's like the opposite of my dad's parenting hack with
dumping
Cheerios.
sugar in like
to make it taste
cornflakes.
better. Yes, and to make it like us actually eat it, he would literally just take heaps of sugar. It was so good. I love sugar water.
I sort of respect that too, though, but
yes.
for us, not for our kids,
Okay, what about like a real parent? Like, so one parenting hack I feel like I must share though, like for our listeners, is that if ever you have I learned this the hard way. If you have a child that is sick and they're still in diapers, and if they have a stomach bug, change that diaper in the bathtub. You're welcome. That's all I got.
That was genius, by the way. Remember you said that?
Wow.
Because when things go really bad, at least you're in an area that can be cleaned up very easily.
Mind blown right now.
I'm just telling you. You're welcome, everyone. That's
Wow.
it.
Another one?
I think we can wrap up the show now. We're done.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be like, you could send your awards to Sarah Desmond at heytheparents@gmail.com.
That's a great idea.
Because I learned the first time with Sophia.
Yes.
That was I changed it and it was not in the tub or any place that was cleanable. And cleanable, but like a pain in the butt to clean. So then also I was like, let me put it in the bathtub. That way, like if things go wrong, it's easy to hose down, easy to disinfect, and we're good. And we're already there to just wash off.
And things go wrong quite often.
And they do. And that's genius. There was another one too. We were talking, this must have been like a while ago. I'm going to bring it up again because I remember you brought that up. And there was something else that I think I learned also with babies, because if you have boys, when you're changing them, there's always a risk of getting peed on when they're babies. I don't even remember where I saw this. It was you take a baby wipe and usually the ones, not the ones that are warmed up, like a cooler one, and you wipe right below their belly button as you're as you're taking the diaper, you wipe that real fast. And for whatever reason, and this, I can't say this works 100% of the time, but like 95% of the time, that will stop them from peeing when you're doing the quick diaper swap. So yeah, because those goofy tent things do not do a thing. I don't care.
Those like flew right off. Like I don't know what was going on.
That's just like
things.
when things are flowing, that the little hats did not do a whole lot. But
it didn't jack.
But that was something that I was shocked that actually worked.
I just threw a diaper on top of the kid.
Yeah, it was just like, this diaper's gonna be a loss. We're gonna go.
Here you go. Like,
the best is like when you change them and like all of a sudden like that gets wet, the mat gets wet, and it's just mayhem.
Everything gets wet, mayhem.
It all gets wet.
Everything.
All right. Why don't we switch it over to let's go to this BuzzFeed article now. So these are bizarre, brilliant, and quote unquote totally normal parenting hacks. So
Love
maybe
it.
we'll go through a few of these and say, would we use them or would we not? Okay, so mom says, I'm allergic to loud noises. A mom tells her kid that she's allergic to loud noises. It worked until the doctor asked if there were allergies that ran in the family.
I mean, if your doctor did not support you in that, I mean, like,
I need to change practices, right?
Sheesh. Yeah. But I would definitely use that one. I like that one.
Yeah, me too.
If I go back in time.
That's a win.
Male use it for
going-
grandma. Grandma's allergic to loud noises.
That's great. Going on family vacation, like going to like a place other than yours, saying that whining is illegal at this location.
Ooh,
Anytime
I like
that you
that
hear
too.
sirens, the parents say someone must have been whining.
Love it. I might use that too.
Like,
That's pretty
and
smart.
like we would always say like, we'll turn this car around or something, you know. So maybe that would work better.
It's better.
Yeah, exactly. Like my wife, we always joke around because like Modern Family, there's an episode where like they thought that someone was smoking, but the light was going through the star on top of the tree and causing like a burn part on the couch. So they kept referring
Oh,
to as
yes.
canceling Christmas. So like whenever we like overdo our parenting like threats, we joke to each other like we just cancel Christmas. You can't do that.
Right.
So this is a really good one. Listen to this one. So I these people that are put these that submitted these, this must have been like from Reddit or something where BuzzFeed probably grabbed these from, but these people are like should be in the space program. So around bedtime, the parents would change the Netflix setting so that it was in Greek instead of English, and then the kids would resist bedtimes. They would say that they're too tired to understand it anymore. They have to go to bed.
Love it. And the child might learn another language. Brilliant.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they come out, they're like, Das Vidania. Like, what's happening? So the, let's see. Oh, this is interesting because this is, oh my God, this is really dark. Okay, so the toy jail thing was good. I think that I learned from somebody else because they still knew the toys were there. This one, I know you haven't heard it yet, and I'm like laughing. The stuffed animals ran away. Messy rooms, the toys ran away and mailed a postcard from another kid's clean house.
Like ransom? Like, I love
That is so dark. Oh my God,
I
can you
don't
imagine if you
know.
made like, if you cut out one of those ransom notes, like with the different like magazines?
Not returning to your rooms
You can't
clean.
do this. This is really like, I mean, unless it's a tongue in cheek, your kids are going to be crying. It's going to be bad.
Nah, yeah, no, I don't think I could do that. Plus, the room would they would never get the toys back.
Oh my God. Mannequin threat. If they hid in clothing racks, store workers would turn them into mannequins. Oh my
Okay,
God.
that just feels like trauma.
Yeah.
Some of the mannequins are scary enough as is.
Oh my God. Listen to this one.
Can you
Yeah, that
imagine?
one's nuts. Okay, this is wild. So your fish, if you have a fish tank, the fish are actually pet fish that work for Santa and they're secret spies. When things get wild, just whisper, fish are watching.
That sounds up there with the tooth fairy. Da 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 da.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not, because then
Little
you'd be
scary.
suspicious of all the fish. Right?
Oh my God. Oh, this is interesting. Listen to this one. Wow. So you know how like sometimes you don't know what to buy your kids and because like, you know, they change their minds. Well, this is also, if they change their minds, it's not going to work. So guess your gift. So guess what mommy got you. Then just go buy that thing. Same for Santa.
I kind of like that.
That helps out.
That's
That helps
interesting.
out, especially when but also, you know, it's good to also temper their
Yeah,
crazy expectations.
right.
Like,
A
oh,
pony?
you got me
No.
a brand new gaming PS, like PC. No, sir.
Nope. Nope. Sure didn't.
No, did not.
Let's see. Wait, what is this? Potty mouth room. Their 3-year-old excuses himself to the bathroom to curse. Shouts like, I'm beat up all the strangers are heard from inside. Having a room in your house is a potty mouth room.
Yeah.
Not sure if I want to have my kids like go into the
Yeah,
bathroom.
maybe
You
not.
could have like a swear jar.
let's
right?
see,
Or a potty mouth jar.
But that's like punishment. Yeah.
Yeah, it does seem like punishment. Oh my God. Okay. This goes back to cursing. Coming up with a word that's not a curse, but they say is a curse. So the kid-friendly cursing Stuart. Swear words are for adults, but kids can make up their own. The kids chose Stuart.
That's kind of funny.
Really wild.
I'm Stuart.
Oh man!
Stuart.
Oh, this is funny because my parents did something similar. The ice cream truck lies, saying that the ice cream truck only plays music to let everyone is out of ice cream.
God, that's a good idea.
My parents would say that it's not the ice cream truck; it's actually the knife sharpening truck. That's
Aw,
not to be
man.
confused. But that one's pretty good. I don't know that it would work for very long though, right? Let's see. Oh, this is actually pretty smart. This is a real one. A Gmail account. Make a Gmail address for your kids and email them photos, stories, and notes over the years so that when they're older, they have a
Dang
collection
it,
of
that
them.
is
one's
smart.
awesome. I
Ah,
like that.
16
A little
years
too
too
late
late.
for us, but we can maybe do it later. Yeah, I have the Gmail account. There's just nothing in it. Okay. Broccoli's muscle fuel. That's not going to work for us. Yeah, if you told your kids broccoli's muscle
Yeah,
fuel, how
might
would that
not
work
work.
for you guys?
That's how we used to eat our spinach.
Imaginary. Her daughter takes imaginary chill pills. Her daughter takes one when she's out of control and still does it age 8. Here, take some. I don't know about that one.
Oh, my mom would always tell me to take a chill pill.
Wait, teeth brushing by the candlelight? They brush teeth by the candlelight so
That
the daughter
needs to
can blow
be
out the candles after?
supervised, I feel like. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
about that one.
I don't know about that one.
Some of these are questionable.
Oh, listen to this. This is wild. Reverse grounding. When the teens misbehave, the mom grounds herself and says she can't drive them anywhere.
Do that today.
How does that work?
I'm on timeout. I'm not.
What do you say? Like, I'm so sad the way you guys are acting. I must be a bad parent. I'm putting myself in timeout. I can't drive you anywhere. I don't know.
Funny.
That's wild. Let's see. The dog could hear people lying.
Again, why? Why? You don't want your dog to be a tattletale.
When the mom says she can't hear tattles, the kids go tell the dog everything.
He's gonna need
And then you
therapy.
overhear it.
Spy.
He's
They're gonna hate the
right.
dog.
Oh God.
And this one time.
That or like the poor dog be like, oh my God, I need an emotional support dog for myself. All this tattling.
Oh, that's funny. It's their first time here. A mind shift. Kids are new to
Yeah,
everything.
no,
Just remember
that's true. I like that one.
is. Okay.
That I do tell Gene. Like, I'm like, it's
Yeah.
their first time on Earth. They're trying to figure it out. You know,
Yeah.
like they don't know better.
I like
Yeah.
that. It's their first time on Earth. That's great. Oh man. Surprise Olive Garden check-ins. Mom pulls each kid out of school randomly for a one-on-one lunch to ask how they're doing. I don't know if you have to do that during the day. All right, let's see. Fitness videos on YouTube to get them ready for bed, to burn them out. That's a wild ride. This is Mike Levine. A kid's charcuterie board. A snack board with mostly healthy things is an instant hit. So Mike puts on his flapper dress and goes around and he goes
I like that. That's actually it's a good one because the kids, anytime there's a charcuterie board out, they're always they're always interested in what's on it. So
Yeah.
make it a little fancy. I like that.
This is interesting. I don't know. I never heard of this. My kids had told me about in school like tickets, but I never heard of this one. 3 bedtime tickets. Kids get 3 tickets each night to use for water, bathroom, or questions. After that, lights are out. What if they have to use the bathroom and they burn their tickets? You're in trouble.
Right? Yeah.
Is there anything
No.
to do? Yeah.
Or they had a really important question.
You know what? I tell them like when they're trying to go to sleep, like you can put on National Geographic, and then that usually puts them
Yes.
to sleep because they're watching some type of animal video.
That's my favorite thing actually to fall asleep to.
Oh my
is
God.
like anything on Netflix about like the water. It's like, oh, the killer sea whale. You know, like killer sea whale, the mama whale.
They went down by the water and then they
ate the
got taken away
seal.
forever.
I'm like, oh no.
Oh, this is wild. In October through December, Dad's contact name changes to Santa Claus. They read it on the car screen and behave
That's good
better.
for little ones. You know.
Unless it's like, unless you're like Santa, don't
Right,
forget
or
the
they
garbage
forget
down.
to
Like, wait, what?
or they can read.
Let's
Then they
see.
start recognizing when you're texting
Yes.
Dad about Santa Dad about stuff.
Right. Right.
Oh, this is wild. This is a modern one. There's 2 here. The TV needs to charge. The screen time ends when the TV needs to
cute.
charge back up again. And then the other one is bedtime stories. This is a wild ride. Bedtime story generator using ChatGPT. Ask your kids what story that they want and then have ChatGPT generate it.
wow.
names
You know what?
included.
That's not so
pretty
bad because
wild.
sometimes when they were little, they would just ask for a story, and I'm like, okay, let's read a book. They're like, no, one that you made up. I'm like, well, now I'm put on the spot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh man, that AI will raise our children after all. All right, so this has been a lot of fun. So we are back for this part of the show. It is called Time to Unplug. This is the part of the show where we talk about things that are going on outside of our children, because sometimes we just have to have something for ourselves or with our spouses. It gives us a chance to decompress because you'll be a better we if you take care of me. You hear that, podcast support group? All right, let's see. All right, Sarah D, why don't we start with you?
There is a program called Better Me that I see all the time on TikTok, and I was like, oh, this is probably like a gimmick, but then I started like looking at it. I did like my research, and I actually purchased membership, and I love it. I'm doing the Pilates program. It's like
cool.
super easy. I bought the little like kit with like all the like the Pilates like stuff. There's like a little Pilates ball that Julian tries to play with, and I yell at him because I'm like, this is mommy's workout.
Don't touch
ball.
my stuff.
Don't touch my stuff. But I'm really enjoying it. I feel a difference in terms of my strength, and I would highly recommend it.
I'm impressed. That's awesome. And then, and you
Yes.
watch it. It's like it does it have a DVD disc, or you just pop it? Is it digital or?
Oh, so like you set, good questions. So like you set up the program, like, you know, like what parts of your body you want to work out, like what's your goal, blah, blah, blah. And then they just like set up like a whole bunch of videos for you. So each time like on the app, you just like download your next video and then like congratulate you because you finished it. And it's only about like 20 minutes the most. And I like it because it's like, especially like as we get older, I found that like sometimes like all that high intensity stuff really doesn't do it for me. Like either I'm like hurting too much the next day or like whatever. Like I just find that it's been better for me.
Ooh,
so it's cool.
That's kind of cool. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, I recommend.
Mike Levine, what is it? What is happening? Your little box on your notes? I don't know. It's a mystery.
So my unplug is a video game.
Yay!
So Borderlands 4 is a new game that just came out. Actually came out September 11th, this past Thursday. You know, sometimes when people review things, you just got to play it for yourself, or with anything, with like a movie, a video game, you know, because you can't listen to all the reviews and things like that. You know, now that my son's a little bit older, I think he can get into it too, and we can kind of do it together. And I know this is like away from the kids, but you know, I like playing video games sometimes with my son. So, you know,
I like it.
What about you, Mike? What do you got going on?
For me, I'm going to go wild this time. I'm going to go off the cuff of what I normally do. Normally it's like something media related, but I have here my Owala 40-ounce tumbler.
Ooh,
all right. So you ask, why is this person talking about a water cup? Because Owalas seem to be the thing that is very popular among my wife and her friend Cynthia Ian, Amalia Ben. Hello. They love their Owalas. And allegedly the Owala has its name because the top of the cup, when the normal ones, you flip them up and you're drinking on them and they're over your nose, it makes you look like a koala bear. I don't know if that's true. But on a side note, the Owala tumbler, what I love about it looks like a Stanley cup. This thing really does not leak. It's crazy. I mean, obviously it will leak if it's sitting inside for like, you know, long, but if it keeps everything inside. And I like to drink some like those mix. What are those, like those drink mixes, the powder that you put in the water? And sometimes like I drink those things like, and they would be gone in 2 seconds if I drink them and like what they say to pour them in. So I fill it up with more water than you probably need, but the flavor tends to be basically the same. So the regular water cups are kind of like hard to clean out. These are really easy. Everything's like kind of separate. So like there's none of that like weird little plastic straw full attachment that you got to take out and scrub. This is way easier. The top goes in the dishwasher, put the straw in the dishwasher, and then it's just metal on the inside. So it's really easy to clean out. Everything stays in. And then my wife had mentioned like she doesn't want me sucking up all the germs in the world when I walk around with this thing. So I got myself, and Sarah T almost bought me one too. She didn't get a little cowboy hat one, but I got Star Wars straw covers for it. So I have here. That
just
is
makes you so happy.
You see that? The Mandalorian Grogu. Mike Levine, I got great news for you. I bought a pack of them, so next time I see you, I'm gonna give you one because I have.
I want the link right now. Send me the link. The link.
He's like, I'm not waiting to see you.
I need them all.
I want them now. Oh my god, I love
want
it.
them now.
All right, so I think we're on that note. Since this episode is probably not about water bottles, I think we're just about out of time. It's been so much fun hanging out with Sarah and Mike as we talked about all of the things that we grew up with, the trauma, what we do to get our children to be good human beings. Maybe there's some general misnomers or little white lies that we tell them to get through this world, but maybe as they pop out the other side, they'll say, our parents were insane. But that's okay. So I'd like to take a moment to thank our listeners and supporters for donating to the show. If you want to help support this show so we can keep making episodes like this one, we have a link to donate in the show notes. If you don't have the means to do so, we always appreciate it. Tell your friends, tell your family about this podcast. We can reach more listeners, get some great feedback from everyone else that's out there, and tell us how we're doing, what we should work on next, and some funny anecdotes. Maybe we can learn from them, they can learn from us in our growing community. If you get a chance, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. We can't wait to explore this parenting thing with you next week on Hey the Parents, because every week it's an honest discussion about raising kids. Don't forget to hug your kids and charge those Chromebooks. That's new for me, for Sarah, and for Mike, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey the Parents is produced by Mike Levine, Sarah Desmarines, and me, Michael Hay. I edit and mix our show. Our intro voice recording was done by the one and only Coltrane. If you like our show notes, we help you consider going to our show notes and help support the podcast. Check the show notes for social media information and contacts, and we look forward to seeing you next time.